Okay, 13th of March. Welcome to the daily public investment show where we go through ASX US indices, sub-indices and commodity prices, looking for places to invest in this Trumpian world. Is he going to taco or not? Anyway, we'll get into the charts and check out how Dubai real estate's going. So we finished relatively well, flat basically today, up from the week. So it's about as good as you could expect in current situations. The XFJ, so financials, they're shrugging it off, so they look pretty good. The materials was off 2% today. So they've had a pretty hard 2 weeks, but we're down to the 20 weekly moving average. So let's see if we can find some support. Still think this is where you should be. Energy, our energy sector, it is looking pretty sexy there. If we look how it's going against the general market, our general share market. So if our share market was full of energy stocks, we'd be doing really well. So unfortunately, it's not a large part of our index, but that's life. Okay, the gold index took a bit of a hammering today, and it's because of this guy here. Northern Star down 18%. So he's a big weighting in XGD. They said they're going to miss the lower end of guidance. So Mr. Market didn't like that. So it's big punishing. So it's gone from 32 down to 21. So it's 33% in a couple of weeks. Is it a buy? Not yet. That will be though. Join the channel. $10 a month. ASX US shares, ETFs. Yep. Okay, our tech sector. So the XIJ, we finished down for the week. Still sitting inside the bottom though, so positive. So this is our tech sector against the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is so it did outperform our tech this week, but we're still within the bottom. I think if American tech bounces, I still reckon our tech sector will outperform, but we don't know. We wait and see. The property sector, our REITs look very sick. We'll have a check out interest rates. It's not the only investment. Bonds, what bond prices. Okay, the VIX. Just go to a daily chart. So VIX is still concerned. So there's still worry in the market. We need the VIX to drop below here to put a bottom into the share market, the American one. So we're still a little bit elevated. The S&P 500. So this is last night's candle, which looks pretty sick. If we look at the futures, so this is after market close, so it's holding up. So it is we'll wait and see. If I think this 6.5 will provide good support, so we could be in for a flush. Let's wait and see. All right. Now the Nasdaq was down as well, but it doesn't look as sick as if we do the weekly chart. Doesn't look as sick as the S&P, but we've got some shooting star candles there which aren't bullish. So I guess it's all expected until Trump tacos. So the Nasdaq futures, they're also just sitting in there. Oh, I was going to show you, it's this one, NASDAQ. So this is the NASDAQ over the SPY, because the NASDAQ's a big part of the SPY, so yes, the American market needs this, the NASDAQ, not to fall over, otherwise that S&P will. So Nvidia is pretty stable. The software sector, so this is the AI trashing. So still technically bullish. We're in the top half of the prior week candle. Private credit, so still a few concerns there. No bottom yet, and this is concerning though, the XLF. So this is the financial index in America. So that's pretty bearish. If we look at the financials over the S&P 500, so this is detracting from the S&P 500. So will it? So it may be a bit more pain in financials and maybe a bottom, but yeah, financials look pretty sick. And if we look at the big boy JPM, he's now, that was our last week, our indecision candle. You can see the body sits in the middle of the range. So I'll close below this tonight, and then we've got another shooting star there. So I wouldn't be backing up the truck on buying JP Morgan. Materials sector looks better than ours. The energy sector in the US, that looks pretty continuous, looks good. The gold miners looks a lot better than ours. Okay, and this is the other disturbing part with America. The mid-caps aren't doing anything. So again, the mid-caps over the S&P. So it's been detracting. So it's lucky, America's lucky the NASDAQ's holding up. Okay, Israel. So Israel's pretty happy about everything. That's because their big holding is a defence contractor, so he's getting plenty in business. Dubai share market doesn't look very healthy. The Dubai real estate market, that's crapping itself. And then we've this is a new one. I haven't shown this one before, I don't think. So this is the Dubai financial markets. So Dubai looks pretty effed. And we've got Japan. So Japan's looking all right. The economy seems to be doing good. As opposed to India. India's getting smashed. So this is that reliance on oil for their economy fears, I would say. China. So China's trying to put in the bottom, but not yet. So emerging markets. So they're still hanging in there. So everyone's very fragile. Your high growth super fund option. So it's been a pretty sick couple of weeks there. Well, we're down 4% for the couple of weeks. VGS, that's sitting on support. So what's that? That's been the last couple of months down 9%. It's got a bit of work to do. Okay, interest rates. Aussie interest rates look pretty bullish. So that's the 1 year. The 5 years. 5 years sitting at 4.6. This one's probably a closer indicator of mortgages. So just breaking out of resistance there. And this is for probably not many people that watch this are invested in a conservative or a bond option. But this is VAF, your fixed interest ETF. So you can see that's breaking down because as interest rates go up, bond prices go down. So if it was me, I'd just be sitting in cash, chasing the TDs. Okay, US 1 year rates look like they're gonna. That's pretty bullish. US 5 year rates. So, I mean, I think this is a combination of inflation and probably they're spending so much money, $1 billion a day or something. I heard could be $1 trillion, could be a quadrillion. Doesn't really matter these days, does it? So they got to offer more. However, so the USD is looking bullish again. So we've got a break above this candle here, close, would be very bullish. So that's put a dampener on our Aussie dollar. We thought we were going to go. Nah, get back in your box, son. So our Bible on the channel is the commodity index, the Bloomberg. Got everything in there. So that's about to break highs here. Gold. So look at the daily chart. So we're just hanging in there. I keep saying I'm surprised with the war that this isn't getting a bid. They're still chasing the US dollar. It'll have its time. Still very bullish on gold, Aussie dollar gold. So that doesn't look as exciting. It should be, a dropping Aussie dollar. The girlfriend, so silver, she's not doing much either. Hopefully she's just working on that new mini skirt. So Chinese, so $98 in China. So still a $13 premium. Platinum, palladium, not doing very much. Dr. Copper, so he's still chilling. Okay, oil. So do a daily chart. So we're still, the bias is still up. If you look at December oil, so this is this December futures contract is at $75. So the spot's at 95 and futures are at 75. So we're well above the sort of 60. So I think the world's baking in higher prices. US natural gas, not doing much. Asian gas prices. So they're getting pretty expensive. Gas prices back home on the East Coast, no issues there. Okay, iron ore. Who would have thought? It looks bullish. Good for our miners. Lithium. So recent highs still far from all-time highs. Spot uranium not doing much. It's largely a contracted market, so it doesn't really matter. Newcastle coal, so thermal coal. So so everyone's running to thermal coal to produce electricity. Glad we're closing all our coal stations down soon. Coking coal. So that's trying to find the bottom. Nickel. He's getting squeezed. I think it'll be a break to the upside than the downside. Aluminium's bullish. Hope you got exposure to aluminium in your portfolio. Manganese. He's joining the party now. And how's our food going? So soybeans looking strong. Corn. So corn looks like a breakout tonight. How's wheat? So wheat's chilling, that's right, bullish. And sugarcane. So sugarcane yet to break out, but they all look like they're forming bottoms. And how's our hogs? So our hogs aren't ready to go yet. They're just consolidating. Alright, hope you liked that. If you did, give us a like. Otherwise, join the channel. Have a good weekend. See ya.